I was born and raised in Beverly Hills, California. And then I grew up with my parents and my brother and my sister. We obviously went to a lot of Laker games as a kid, and I got a little bit of like the Hollywood life. Like, we went to like a lot of movie premieres. At the same time, we spent a lot of time together. So I kind of had like a balance, like a little bit of like the glitz and the glam, but at the same time, like it was still much very down to earth. I guess I was aware that I was always different. You know, like I always kind of like gravitated towards playing with like Barbies and make believe. Like I was always like, you know, some queen or some princess. And so like, I guess like even, you know, from like the earliest times, like I never kind of fit in, you know, as far as I can remember. It was a lot of confused looks from like other kids and like other parents. So it was kind of like, you know, what to do. It was more, you know, why I can't like these things, or like why is it taboo to kind of like want to play with these things. My talents always usually were like in the creative and the arts. I went to theater camp when I was in like when I was like a freshman in high school, and like that's kind of when I met like other gay kids for like the first time. Kids who were just like free and like didn't care and were like, you know, running around wearing whatever, doing whatever, celebrating themselves. It was incredible. It was very kind of like, you know, you can do this. I think I had my first kiss somewhere in there that summer. So yeah, it was free. It was fabulous. It was amazing. I was a sophomore in high school when we was talking about Prop 8 and gay marriage and all of that struggle. I remember we also used to have a lot of little debates in class and stuff like that. You know, your classmates, you know, like I'm all for like, you know, gay rights and like gay people being, you know, allowing to like be themselves, but like gay marriage is just like not okay. And then you're kind of like, well, like, you know, excuse me, like they're not really sensitive to the fact that like you could be gay or like someone else could, or like, you know, someone, you know, could really feel strongly about the issue. So there was a lot of that kind of like back and forth. The few kids who were out that I knew, like once you said it, no one cared. But like when you didn't, when you were trying to be like in the closet or incognito or whatever, then it was a conversation to be had. Then it was like, well, is he or isn't he? Well, I saw this, that he touched this boy's leg in class. Like this, he was staring at his crotch at PE yesterday. So like, what's going on? It was almost like a huge deal. Like everyone's trying to figure you out, everyone's talking about you, like blah, blah, blah. But once you actually just like say it and you're proud and fine with it and, you know, let everyone know, then everyone will go and talk about something else because it's no longer a conversation piece. I would say right after coming out, I think things were kind of a little darker, a little more confused than I ever had in my life. So I was like 17. I mean, like, parents were always accepting and loving, but I think that right in the beginning, like, it was kind of awkward for all of us. I don't think anybody's coming out is ever not uncomfortable or awkward at first, you know? I think everybody needs time to adjust to something like that. Like, I even needed time to adjust to, like, even saying it out loud, really. So, it was kind of a weird time for all of us, but college came at the perfect time. I moved to New York, and I think that was just a perfect move for all of us. Like, I got time to like live my life by myself and kind of really come into my own, and they had time to think things through and kind of like do them. And then when we came back for Christmas, we felt the love. Like, it was just like the connection was stronger than ever, and like now I couldn't be closer to my parents. A really big pivotal part of my coming of age was like Lady Gaga actually like started all of her kind of like parading and like, you know, her support for gay people. She, you know, just shared her love for everybody and was always supporting like LGBT community and was just like, be who you want to be, like wear what you want to wear. And like she was always with dudes wearing heels and like in amazing outfits. So like I was like, yes to her. Like she was my everything. I mean, I love playing with gender roles and I love, you know, playing with different clothes, and I think that that's the beautiful thing about fashion and art and all of that. You should just, you know, go with it and see where it takes you and play with different things that most people wouldn't, because that's really, you know, what puts you on the map, and that's really what stirs the pot and like gets people excited, because like if you're doing what everyone else is doing, then why would anyone care? I started talking about the possibility of like having like a weight loss surgery probably at 20. I was always heavy. all my life. It was always something that I battled with and always something that I wanted to change. It really had nothing to do with what anyone said because I didn't really care what people thought. It was just more me. Like, it was always something that I wanted to change because, like, I just didn't feel comfortable. There was a disconnect. Like, I didn't feel like 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like almost 100, but like that was the last thing that like I really needed to like click. It gives me a lot of opportunities to wear what I want to wear. Like, I can pretty much fit into anything that I want and make it look good. So yeah, it's like really exciting. It's almost like being like reborn. We've always been a culture where, you know, roles play such an important part in society, and now I think we're really trying to make strides to break all of that away, and we're kind of moving away from all of these set labels and names, and it's about time to just totally detach from that and like let everyone be who they want to be. I think that we just need to get to a place where there's no surprise or like stigma or like make it a story. It's kind of just like, this is me, this is who I am. I might show up with this person on this day or this person that day, or wearing a dress one day and wearing a suit the next, and like, take me as I am. You only have one life to live. And, you know, it's so important to, you know, really love who you are and everything about yourself and all your flaws and all of your, you know, your gifts. You just have to do you in the best ability you can. You just have to, you know, live your life, take it, you know, one day at a time, kill it, slay it, work it, you know, do you.